Watching the world outside and it just can't reach me now. A light high in the endless skies. I'm over the city lights and my feet won't touch the ground. And my feet won't touch the ground. Watching the world outside and it just can't reach me now. The light highly in the skies. I'm over the city lights and my feet won't touch the ground. And my feet won't touch the ground.
Alrighty, hello everybody, I am Joe, aka Phantom Meeple, as always, here with you on another Wednesday for another one-off game. I've been pretty good these past couple days. I have been obsessed with the new game on Steam, Dwarf Romantic, that everybody on Twitter, board game Twitter especially, is raving about. I played it pretty much nonstop for a couple hours last night, and even more so today. I'm probably going to stream that one at some point because that's a super chill and relaxing game. But I definitely wanted to get a feel for it first. But super great game. Highly recommend you check that out if you haven't. It's super good. I'm going to go ahead and hop over to the game right now, and we're going to get this started. All right, so for those who don't know about this game, so Lightning Force Quest for the Dark Star was a US release of a shoot 'em up series from Japan called Thunder Force. And this is actually the fourth in the series. It's actually Thunder Force 4. Why they changed it for North America and I think even Europe, I'm not sure, but it's a pretty fantastic little shooter, and I figure it'll kill enough time tonight, get through as much of it as I can, and yeah, we'll go from there. So with the first four stages, they kind of let you choose what you want to do as far as the order. I usually do my favorite stages first and my least favorite last. Just, I guess, personal preference and somewhat of difficulty. But there's going to be my order, starting with Strite, then going to Dazer, then down to Ruin, and then finally the Air Raid. That's usually the way I like to do it. So let's see how far I actually get. Alright, need to make sure I have my engines on at 100%, because you could slow yourself down, but the reaction speed you need for some of the shots from enemies is sometimes pretty slim, so I always like to keep my engine power up. That's just personally me. And then it's kind of got a similar weapon upgrade system, almost like Gradius, if you've ever played that one. Not too much of a big fan of Gradius, but it's also another one of the great classic space shooters that was on NES, and I think there was one on SNES too. I think it might have been Gradius 3. Not too familiar with the series, but off the top of my head, I think that's what it was. But pretty much straightforward, you know, somewhat on rails, straight space shooter. Some people affectionately call these games bullet hell because there's just so much to dodge on the screen, but even so, this one's pretty light. But this was one of the first games I ever played on Sega Genesis, so it's kind of near and dear to my heart. Not too bad otherwise. I always thought this like giant battle carrier that comes along is kind of cool, because in the 5th level of this game, you wind up fighting it kind of as a boss. So, a little bit of foreshadowing, so to speak, just a heads up of what's to come. And just kind of a taste of what this alien empire has at their disposal. I don't even remember what it's called. I know this game has a story, but once again, I also don't know it. I know the Thunder Force games have something to do with each other, although they're not super directly related. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But come to the first boss. It starts out with this fishtail type thing that throws fireballs, and then he'll eventually come out of this giant battle carry, and we'll fight it proper. Another thing I have to give this game credit for is it has a fantastic soundtrack for, you know, just being 16-bit sound. Oh no, that was kind of cheap. I was in the water and it hit me. Oh well, whatever. I'll take it. Hey, Lizzie, welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing on this fine Wednesday? Anything up with you? Hopefully things are good where you are. All right, let me try and not get cheaply hit by that fishtail again. Oh, where's it going to fire? There we go. That was close. So pretty much aiming for that like shining blue spot on the lower portion of the boss. That's its weak spot. I mean, hitting it elsewhere also helps, but it does way more damage if you hit him there. I am well, thanks. How are you? I'm doing just great. Just living the dream. Enjoying what I do here. Sharing my, love of classic games with good folks. Can't complain too much. Alright, this boss should just about be done. It shouldn't take too much longer. Alright, go ahead. Do your thing first. There we go. Just about be done. Come on now. This is just overkill. This is probably taking longer because it took the claw away once I lost that before. So I guess my guns are just a little bit weaker without that just little extra oomph. Hey, Abby, you made it in. Hello, hello. I heard you come in from work, somewhat sneakily. Is it okay if you order pizza for dinner? Absolutely, you will get no complaints out of me. Let's see. Favorite boss from a classic game. I do have a favorite boss from a classic game, actually. I don't know if you've heard of or ever played Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars on Super Nintendo, but there was a secret boss in that game which was made by Square, and they kind of threw in like a nod to Final Fantasy. The boss's name was Culex. Hard as heck fight. I mean, unless you were like super high level, like you wouldn't even challenge it. But I would have to say that's probably my favorite classic boss fight of all time. Just super fun. But then again, Super Mario RPG as a whole is a fantastic game. That's something I should probably do on stream. Because I still insist that Mario RPG is one of the greatest role-playing games ever made. I mean, there's plenty out there, but Mario RPG should be the top of a lot of people's lists. But that's purely my opinion. It'd be really great if they can give me a clawback right about now, because I sure could use it. I'll take a 1-up, though. Free lives are always good, because I am going to need them later on. The first 4 stages of this game are pretty easy, as long as you don't lose the majority of your powered-up weapons. But later on, this game comes super hard with basics. Let's see, I need to keep an eye out for that one, trying to grow my SNES collection. Super Mario RPG shouldn't be that hard to find, truth be told. It was a pretty common game. Like, I think you can find it on eBay for not that much. If not, I think it might be on Nintendo Switch Online. If not, for sure it's on the SNES Mini if you manage to get your hand on one of those. But yeah, there's a couple of different ways to play Mario RPG. Highly recommend playing it if you haven't. Especially if you're into, turn-based JRPGs of the 90s, which are pretty much, your standard turn-based RPGs like Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger. all those fantastic games, which they don't make too much of anymore. Like, Final Fantasy's pretty much turned more or less action-based. Like, you don't get that turn-based combat like you did in the 90s anymore. I miss that stuff. Oop, and I just lost my shield, so now I gotta try and be careful. I definitely don't want to lose my blade. So this boss is pretty much straightforward. It'll fire lasers at you, and then it puts on that rotating shield that it has, and I just got hit. So it does that twice, and then it just puts out like a single ball just for blocking, and to also kill you. But pretty much you just have to survive the onslaught. Which I am doing very poorly right now. There we go. Got the shield balls out of the way. Now it might be a little bit easier. Let's see. I was definitely a Zelda and Mario Kart kid. Didn't play much outside of that, so it's fun to learn about other games from you. Well, I appreciate you getting a little bit of knowledge from me. Yeah, when I was growing up, I was heavy into video games. I mean, not trying to throw a pity party for myself, but I honestly didn't have that many friends growing up, so I didn't go outside very much. So most of my time was taken up just, you know, playing games, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, and I've played a lot of obscure stuff. I mean, I call it obscure because, you know, I talk about some games in general conversation, and some people are like, what are you talking about? Like, this game in particular, you know, not many people have heard of, but was a fantastic title on Sega Genesis. There's probably a few others I could name off the top of my head, but I'd probably have to look at a list of games that I had to actually remember them, because I've played so many over the years. I also played the heck out... Oh, Cruisin' Exotica. I remember the Cruisin' series. It's a racing game. I think it started in the arcade, and then they did a couple of ports to Nintendo 64, if I'm remembering correctly. I wasn't too much into racing games growing up. Few and far between. Like, obviously I played Mario Kart. Actually, I think Mario Kart was about it. Mario Kart 64. And then I don't think I wound up playing another, like, actual racing game until Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed on PlayStation 3 and PC. Oh, and there I am not paying attention, getting a game over. But no big deal. Yeah, so there's another fantastic racing game if you've never played it. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform, I think it came out around the same time. Either Mario Kart... I think it was Mario Kart 7 came out on Wii U. No, Mario Kart 8 came out on Wii U, because it had the... it's where you can, like, transform into, like, hang gliders and boats and stuff. So Sega tried to do the same thing, but in my opinion, I think Sega did it just a little bit better. Like the controls are fluid, the graphics are great, awesome soundtrack. Like you actually kind of felt a thrill, you know, racing. Not to say that Mario Kart doesn't have that same thrill, but I don't know. I didn't get that same excitement from Mario Kart 8. And plus, it's also cool that, you know, the Sega threw in, like, a lot of their classic characters other than just, you know, like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. They put in Ooh-La-La from Space Channel 5. They put in a character from Golden Axe. What else did they do? Handful of other just racers, all from, you know, Sega history. Super fun game. Yeah, totally agree. A good soundtrack definitely cannot be overlooked. Like, if the music isn't good, then why are you going to bother to, you know, play a game unless you're really that hardcore into it? I wholeheartedly agree there. Like, if your game doesn't sound good, it better look good. And if it doesn't sound good or look good, then I don't know what to tell you. And there's been plenty of those games out there that just both don't sound or look good. Like, I can think of a handful of unplayable games like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on Nintendo. There's a piece of crap game right there. You know, I never actually played Yoshi's Story, but I heard the music is very cutesy and somewhat repetitive. But then again, you know, most most Yoshi games are. Like, I remember playing Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. That game has a fantastically adorable soundtrack. But, you know, it kind of fits the theme of, you know, playing as Yoshi trying to rescue baby Mario. So I can imagine that Yoshi's Story kind of had the same feeling. Oh, there we go. Lost my blade, but at least beat the boss. Okay. Oh, yeah, you know what? I think all the, what's the word I'm looking for? All the Ocarina songs from Ocarina of Time are just complete earworms. For me, it's gotta be the Song of Storms. That one gets stuck in my head consistently. Like, it could come on, and I'm just like, oh god, it's gonna be stuck in my head for hours. Yes, it's gotta be Song of Storms for me. Opponent's Song, I mean, I guess you could say it has that earworm quality as well, but I don't know, it doesn't get stuck in my head kind of like Song of Storms does, or even Bolero of Fire. That's another one. As a matter of fact, as I'm talking, I can hear Bolero of Fire in the back of my head, like right now, like do 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 do. Yeah, that's another one that gets stuck. But I mean, if we're talking Zelda, I can't think of a Zelda game that had a bad soundtrack. Period. Yeah, absolutely. Ocarina of Time is just one of those games that you just pick up and play and just thoroughly enjoy it. Okay, I need to watch where I'm flying because I'm completely wrecked. Okay, have completely wrecked my shield. Not watching what I'm doing at all. Alright, now I need to watch out for these missiles and make sure they don't shoot me down. Because that would be bad. Alright, I'll take a claw back. And now I think this next part's gonna, like, really speed up. Ooh, that was handy. I got a blade. Good, I wanted that back. I definitely do not like the twin shot. It is just super weak. And there I go, I just lost the blade. I should have had a different weapon on. Oh no! You need 2K more for absolutely nothing. That's fantastic. You're so close. I can't wait till somebody redeems that. I mean, it's super cheesy, but at the same time, it's just going to be awesome for just one person to actually finally redeem it. Alright, this boss is a super pain in the butt, because you have to basically hit the top part off of it, but until that front part with the laser shooting it back forward is destroyed, you're just pretty much at its mercy. And also the laser shots it does completely block any hits on it. So you're just kind of doing like a song and dance, trying to get some decent hits on that front part of the that laser gun. There we go. Now we got it. So now once I can get to the back side, I can shoot off the missile launcher and then take out the second half. And the railgun definitely helps to do this just a tad bit faster. There we go. And now that its weak spot is open, pretty much just shoot it down. As long as I don't get hit by any projectiles or enemies. Ooh, that was close. I was not expecting it to shoot missiles at me right there. Do you enjoy arcade games or do I prefer consoles? Honestly, it's I don't want to say it's a loaded question. I don't prefer one over the other. I just, in general, like video games, but if I, gun to my head, had to pick one, I'd have to say consoles. I mean, not that arcade games aren't great, but, if I actually want to play a game, I don't want to have to pump quarters into it in order to finish it, Now, this is what I was talking about. If you don't have upgraded weaponry after stage 4, everything just becomes super hard. Do I have a favorite arcade game? I actually do. There's this little game by Data East. I think it came out in like the late 1980s. It was called Tumble Pop. I can't think of anybody I know who's actually heard of it, but it was a platformer game where you play as these two kids who have vacuums as weapons, and you suck up enemies into the vacuum, and then you shoot them back out in order to attack. And I think they kind of played the story off as like an alien invasion, but it's a super cute game. If you ever look on YouTube and see videos of it, it's it's super adorable. I like it. And I had no directional weapons. I had zero chance. I really hope I'm not going to burn through all my continues on this level. Because that would be super disappointing if I did. What I need is for a blade to show up. That would be great. But I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. Yeah, Tumble Pop is super fun. I think the only way to play it nowadays is if you go to like an arcade that has classic games or run it on an emulator. Those are pretty much the only way you're actually gonna play Tumble Pop. But so most of the classic games that I play on, I play on a modded SNES Mini that emulates most of this stuff, and I actually have Tumble Pop on an emulator. Maybe one of these days I'll play that on stream. It's an adorable game. But the thing is, with playing an arcade game on an emulator, you could just, spam the quarter function, so you pretty much, play till you win. Oh, good, I have a freeway. I might actually stand a chance here now that I have a directional weapon. There's a cool arcade in Indian other than pinball. It's all free play. That's awesome. There's a couple of classic arcades here in the Pacific Northwest. They're not necessarily free play, although one of them that I frequent, Dorky's Arcade in Tacoma, on their 1 year on their anniversary, they usually do like a all you can play free play day. That's pretty cool. And there's also one arcade I haven't been to in Portland, Oregon called Ground Control. I hear that's a pretty awesome place, but I've never actually been there. And then there's a couple other classic arcade places actually in and around the Seattle area. So there's no lack of classic games. Yeah, the one place I already mentioned, Dorky's, is also a bar arcade. So yeah, they definitely make their killing on drinks. It's a pretty good business for them, and I'm also pretty good friends with the owners, so that also helps. All right, got through stage 5. Let's see how painful stage 6 is going to be with no upgraded twin shot. If I can find a blade, I might have a chance. But if I don't, I'm just going to have to be super careful. At least I have the upgraded claw, which gives me this charge shot now. Hey, Fox, welcome in, and thank you for continuing your subscription for 2 months. That is super kind of you. Thank you so much. How are you doing this fine Wednesday evening? I hope things are well on your end. Ooh, I had a shield on, so that was super lucky. Totally not paying attention to what I was doing. I think I'm going to stick to the low route here, because I think it's a little bit easier as far as enemy dodging goes. However, I think most of the power-ups and weapons are actually up top, so truthfully, I could be missing out. Yep, sure enough, there's a snake. Ah, an enemy snuck right behind me. Now I've lost my claw. Let's see, doing okay, having a pretty lazy day, catching up with Twitch mostly. I'll be lurking a bit, but make sure I wanted to resub. Well, once again, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Get me that much closer to my first $100 payout, and once I do, I am going to have to pick a charity, because I am not keeping anything that I make. Because I don't need it, don't want it, but I would rather give back and do something good with my stream. Alright, I think I've just about made it to the boss. Yes, Abby, I know you'll take it, but your name is not Charity. As many times as you tell me you're going to change your name, still not going to work. Alright, so this boss, I remember, is just a pain in the butt. It throws these fireballs, which split into different directions, and also charges. So if you don't watch what it's doing, you'll you lose this fight very quickly, which I seem to be doing. If only I had upgraded weapons. Actually, you know what? I have a freeway. Let's use that for a bit. Oh, and I got hit by a fireball. Let's see. Are you gonna rotate charities or donate to the same one every time? I'm gonna rotate them. So you know, I'll pick one when I get my first payment. I'll pick another one when I do that. I'll keep it. I will definitely keep it interesting. And suggestions are always welcome for charities. If you know of one that you know is a super awesome cause, I have no problem checking them out. Does a new chop basket count? That is pretty terrifying. I am not doing very well. I don't have a claw. I would like a blade. If I can find one. Oh, thank you for the 50 bits, Lizzie. That is most appreciated. Let's see. Maybe we should consider an LGBTQ since our kiddo is an NB net. Yeah, I mean, and LGBTQ charities are definitely not out of the question. I mean, any that are a worthy cause, I will definitely consider donating to. Like right off the top of my head, I would totally give money to the Trevor Project because they do awesome work. So I wouldn't be surprised if that winds up being my first donation, or something else catches my eye between now and by the time Twitch wants to give me money, which I still think I'm about $30 off. Last time I checked, I think I'm at about 70-ish. Don't quite remember, but yeah, soon as I do, I will definitely make it known where that money is going. Let's see. Thank you for all you do. Your streams are always very enjoyable and welcoming. Well, that's what I try to do. I mean, I try to keep it as welcoming as possible. I mean, obviously, there are exceptions to being fully welcoming, but if you're a person that I've interacted with on Twitter, or I know personally, or you come off as welcoming and not harassing or mean at all, I mean, I don't mind if you hang around. It's a chill stream. I just doing my little sliver of a part to foster a very welcoming and safe community to the best of my ability. Alright, so back at this mini-boss. I think I'm almost at the actual boss. Ooh, I'll take a claw. Oh, and it destroyed me just before I grabbed it. That was cheap. Alright, so no claw. Alright. I shall try my best. Oh wow, the snake's actually... snake wasn't a terrible weapon until I just lost it. It's appreciated and doesn't go unnoticed. Well, I mean, I appreciate it. If all I do is reach out to one person and make a difference, I think I've done my job. I mean, I do this stream purely for fun because, it's what I like to do. I share my love of video games with people, and hopefully soon tabletop games. I got the last of my tripod equipment in. I just need to get a way to rig up my counterweights on my tripod, and then do some testing shots, and then hopefully here within the next month or so, maybe I will finally put a game on the table and actually play that. Oh, good, Abby. You remembered to bring me a bag. Thanks. I will definitely check that out once I am done here. I will say it has been a very interesting learning experience trying to figure out a decent way to do like top-down shooting. The tripod and boom arm that I bought, along with the new camera that I've been using on my streams rather than my regular webcam, has worked out pretty well so far. Like I like the way the picture turns out, and I think it's going to be super awesome once I do start streaming board games. But until then, I want to make sure I kind of get it down to a science before I do it more on the regular. Yeah, it's excited. I'm really happy to get into something new, something, I don't know all that well about. Like, I've played video games a heck of a lot longer than I have, you know, for lack of a better term, modern board games. I think I've only really played games for maybe the last 3.5-ish, 4 years or so, and only been on the Twitterverse talking about it for the last 2 years or so. So I'm still relatively new to the community in that sense. But I have definitely made a lot of connections and a lot of online friends that know who I am, which still blows my mind that you know people on the internet know who I am, which is beyond amazing. But yeah, it's a very humbling experience to know that I'm in and part of such a fantastic and fun community, and I love it very much. And I think that might have been my last continue. Yep, sure enough, it was. I'll take first place points because I'm the only one that's played. Well, I made it farther than I thought. That's at least a progress. Yeah, there really are some great people in the tabletop community. I mean, just off the top of my head, Game Freak Geek Girl Monique, she's awesome. For chits and giggles, Russ, he's been super kind to me. Like every time I come in, he plugs my channel and always says hello. Like he's just one of the kindest human beings I have come across on Twitch, and I really appreciate him. Benita early on helped me out as far as setting up my stream and answering my dumb questions about OBS. So definitely thank her. Yeah, I could thank so many people in the board game community that have given me a boost on their channels and just shouted me out, and it's been so kind. All right, I'm gonna give this another playthrough, see if I can get any further, and if not, I can always switch up to something else. I mean, there's plenty of games I can play to keep this somewhat entertaining. But I definitely don't want to keep it stagnant if I'm not going to make any super decent progress in a game that I'm playing. I try to keep it to games that I've played and beaten before, but a lot of these games, especially this one, I don't think I've played through Lightning Force probably in about 5 years. So the fact that I made it to the 6th level is beyond me. But I still have fun with it. And that's all, and that's really what it's about. As long as I'm having fun playing the game that I'm presenting, that's the important thing. Alright, so unlike the last playthrough, I managed to grab the 1-up on the way to the boss this time. So hopefully that'll help out. And unfortunately, I've lost the blade early on, so the boss is going to take just a little bit longer to defeat. Yeah, that's another thing about this game. Like it's very aesthetically pleasing, especially these like underwater sections. Like they just look so pretty. And even even the mountain sections, it just kind of has like a serenity to it. Alright, let's go ahead and put on the railgun, because I know I'm going to need to start dodging and shooting down fireballs from the rear. And then eventually, as it creeps forward, swap over to the front, like right about now. And I really don't want to lose the claw this time. Alright, time to switch. Back to the front. And it should just about be coming out of the carrier. There we go. Oh, and I got hit by leftover fireballs. I didn't even see it. That's okay, though. Oh, wow, I've already gotten the weak spot to orange. That was quick. Okay, maybe this fight will be a little bit quicker? Wow. All right. I guess in that case, the twin shot was way better than I expected. I'm really surprised I beat that boss that quickly. But no complaints. If I do well in a game, I'll just chalk it up to skill. Nothing more. Alright, now I just need to watch myself. Not lose the blade I just got. Let's see, there should be a shield coming up shortly. There it is. Okay, now I feel a little safer. Just as long as I don't lose it quickly, should be okay. Alright, and then here comes the mid-boss, which hopefully I'll make quick work of. Alright, come on now. Quit blocking your head. That's where I need to hit. There we go. Oh, you know what? I just saw an upgrade. I think that might have been a claw. That's okay if I missed that, though. As long as I have the blade, I should be okay on the boss. Now I'm just watching out to not lose my shield. Oh, good. There's a claw. Alright, now I just need to watch out for those laser shots. Because that will definitely take down my shield. I know I've taken some hits on it already. And then with that second blade, boss should not be too far behind. There we go. Alright, so need to take down the 2 sets of ball shields. And then we'll go for the boss proper. And hopefully not get taken out by them this time. Ooh, that ran right into me, so now I have 1 hit left on my shield. I don't even think there's anything I can do about that hit. Alright, there we go. Got through that one. There we go. Now we have the single balls trying to run interference. Ooh, did I take it out already? I think I might have. Alright, go freeway. That was fortunate. Oh, and there goes the shield. Definitely think I'm doing better on this play around. Ooh. I almost ran right into that, and that would have been bad. I don't want to lose the blade. Definitely need to hang on to it for the ruin stage. Alright, now if I can get and keep the Hunter, which is also a fantastic weapon, especially with a claw on, this stage will be super easy. You're getting just a little bit of that 16-bit slowdown, especially when there's so many enemies on the screen. Like, the game can only process so much. Alright, come on. I know the Hunter's coming soon. Just trying to keep my eye on... Oh, there we go. Randomly spawning enemies. Extra claw when I didn't need it. Alright, and there's the mid-boss. Try to avoid its bullet hell. Fortunately, the claw almost acts like a shield. Like, if it hits any bullets, it will destroy them when it hits it. But I was not paying attention, and now I've lost it. Oh, and there's the Hunter. At the cost of my railgun. But that's okay, I'm not going to need my railgun until the next level. Ew, I have no lives, and I'm at the boss. This should be interesting. Oh, hopefully the Hunter does its job. As long as I don't run into walls. Oh, good job, Joe. That's okay. I don't mind starting this level from scratch. I mean, truth be told, I had lost most of my weapons anyway, so I will try and get them back. Ooh, give me that blade. There we go. Okay, and switch off it real quick, because I did not want to lose it. Definitely did not want to lose it in that maze of enemies right there. But, got it back, fortunately. Alright, so as long as I position myself for the claw to take out the bullets, I should be okay. There we go. Alright, I really want to be careful. I want to get the Hunter and still have the claw. There it is. Such a great weapon with a claw. Just hits anything and everything. Alright, any more enemies, or have we made it to the boss? I think we made it to the boss. Yep, there we go. Alright, not going to fly low this time to avoid unnecessarily losing a life. So first things first, take out the front guns, and then take out the middle. All while avoiding gunfire. There we go. And that is why the Hunter is such a great weapon. And it doesn't drop too many times either throughout the course of the game, so You have to be very careful with it. Because if I remember, the next time a hunter actually drops, I think might be like level 6. It like hides amongst the top of the icebergs, and that's the only other time I think you can actually grab the hunter. So that is one weapon I want to hang on to if I absolutely can. What I need right now is for that shield to spawn. There it is. And now avoid getting shot by gigantic lasers. Go away, I don't want any. There we go. Whew. Got through that mostly unscathed. Did not want to put the hunter on there. Because I have one hit left on my shield. And I need to attempt to preserve it. Because I think I'm going to need it for the speed part of this level. Yep, and then got to stay low because I don't want to get hit by missiles. And I did. There's a claw. Then I think the top route gives the blade. There we go. And as long as I don't run into anything, I should be okay. Well, could have gone for the 1-up, but I did not want to chance it. Alright, and here's where the hunter's going to come in handy. Because it can precisely hit that gigantic laser weapon and not have to worry about trying to get through the laser fire. Alright, around the back again. Oh, I missed the missile. That wasn't cool. Now I gotta use the dang pea shooter back shot to try and get the missile launcher off of this boss. Which, as you can see, without the railgun, it takes forever and a day. There we go. And then we'll use the hunter to finish it off, because it can go for the missiles and the enemies it spawns. Being super careful not to lose it. Because that would suck at this point. Oh, come on, hit the weak spot. There we go. Actually, now we're going to switch to the freeway. I think that's just a little bit more firepower. There we go. Alright, back to stage 5, and I kept the blade. Not for too long. That was unfortunate. Because now I've lost the hunter. I should have just stayed low and avoided all of the bullet fire instead of trying to take them head on. That was my problem. Alright, as long as I can keep the snake, I should be okay once I go topside. There we go. Alright, come on. You need to go. I think I heard a weapon spawn, but I think it spawned in between the ships, so I can't even grab it. Oh, and I flew right into the laser beam. That's unfortunate. Oh, good. Freeway. Can at least take out those missile silos. I did not get those laser beams fast enough. Oh, I forgot about that one-up that was there. Oh, really? I shot down those missiles. That was bull. Alright, give me my ship upgrade. And my free upgraded claw. Made it back to where we were before. Hopefully I will do a lot better in Stage 6 than I did the first time. Because I think I have at least a couple more continues this time. Alright, there's a freeway. Alright, I think I'm going to try and stay topside this time and grab some more weapons. That is, if I stay alive, which I don't think I'm going to. Probably better off starting this stage over. Alright, 3 more continues. I actually considered doing the cheat code to this game, but that just makes it no fun. So when the developers actually made this game, in the options menu, they put in an option to adjust how many lives you start with. And the option for 0 is there, but something in the programming of the original Genesis version of this game, if you set your lives to 0, it actually gives you 99 lives. But when they reported this game to Nintendo Switch last year, they fixed that issue. So, I mean, I guess that's both a good and a bad thing. So so that cheat code only remains in the original Genesis version of Thunder Force. Or Lightning Force, rather. Ooh, I will take a shield. And try not to squander it. And I already have. Dang it. I did not watch out for that giant fish enemy from behind. It's like the second time it's taken me out. It's another thing I love about these shoot-'em-up games. Like, it requires you to remember a pattern and just pay super amounts of attention. And if you don't, you just wind up getting wrecked. Yep, I know that's an upgraded claw. Oh, and I couldn't get it to charge. Dang it, I was going to try and take that thing out in one shot. Alright, I'm really going to try this time. I want to at least beat this boss. I'm going to try my best. If I can just pay attention to where all the fireballs are, should be okay. Alright, so far, so good. Alright, got the top part down. Now I just need to worry about the bottom arm. Yeah, that fireball attack it does from the center is just bad news. Uh-oh, I might be in trouble right here. Oh, made it through. Alright, cool. Whew. This fight is keeping me on my toes. I'll tell you, the freeway is definitely helping me from the top down with all these fireball attacks. And I just lost it. So let's see if I can use the snake to help. Oh, I got it down to the centerpiece. All right, that's progress. That is progress. All right, so if I have the freeway and can keep it through the entire level and keep it for the boss, I should be okay. If not, no harm, no foul. At least we can say we tried. All right. The fuck? Ah, that damn fish. Bane of my existence in this level. All right, grab the shield. Once again, attempt to keep it. There we go. I'm watching for you this time. Watching for those sneaky behind fish. Alright, lost a shield, but managed to make it through. And if I can get the claw, I might be okay as well. Alright. Charge up claw shot should do it. There we go. There we go. That makes life a hell of a lot easier. Going into this fight with a charged claw. Now, if I can hang on to it, would be amazing. Oh! I could not get up in time. So now I have to rely on the snake. Or not. Alright, hooray for doing this the hard way. Alright, just gotta watch out for where all this fireballs spawn. Oop, move to the back. There we go. Alright, come on. One of these arms has got to be destroyed. There we go. Ooh, we got both of them. Okay. Oh, that's right. Now it does that lightning fire attack now that both of its arms are gone. Alright. Trying my best. I want to beat it this time. Oop, and this is the next to last phase. Oh yeah, now it starts doing those spinning fire. Oh, I got him. Woo! Alright. Yay, stage 7. And if I remember stage 7 is full of fire and nope. It's like almost built like a maze. A very crappy maze. Whew, thank goodness for a shield. Alright, and I don't remember where many of the power-ups are in this level. So I'm kind of just taking different routes. Hopefully I'll just come across them. Oh, there's one. Ooh, and it's a claw. I will take a claw. Oh, go away. Go away. Ah. That was disappointing. I hate when you get debris caught into the gravity field of a claw, because then it just stops their rotation, and it's, you know, basically any benefits of the shielding it provides. Oh, I did not time my escape through that laser very well. Oh, carry with a hydrate. Thank you very much for that. I will take that now. I have not seen you this entire stream. I wonder if you just snuck in. Ah, very refreshing. Hopefully, hopefully you got your computer and Wi-Fi situation somewhat settled. Oh, try to get your speakers working. Yeah, I'm sure you're still in the midst of setting up your computer to get it just right, aren't you? Oh, I do not like the route that I just took. That was too close for comfort. Oh, well, that's good. Hopefully you can find something. Because, shoot, even when I was looking for computers back in January, there was a lot of slim pickings, and I was surprised to get the rig I have now with a 3060 Ti. And honestly, had I not been able to buy it, I probably wouldn't be streaming right now. Because my old computer definitely would not have handled it. Oh, we have made it to the boss. Well, I don't need a video card or anything because I only upgraded to a 2070. Okay, yeah, 2070 Super is not bad. You're not going to need a 3000 series yet. Yeah, you are absolutely not going to need even remotely need a 3000 series for probably a few years. But considering I upgraded from a 1070, yeah, I definitely wanted a 3000 series card. Because a 1070 was not going to handle streaming. It might have handled retro games, but I don't think it would have handled PS4 or PS5 very well. Oh, you're saying when you upgraded the first time, you upgraded from a 960 Ti? Yikes. Man, I guess I don't feel as bad upgrading from a 1070 then. Ah, that was bull. Oh, and this is my last continue, so this will be make or break. We either get to level 8 and beyond, or we call it good. Because I definitely need to get ready to watch The Masked Singer tonight. Otherwise, Abby will be very cross with me. And we don't want that because happy life, happy fiance. And I can't believe I just said that on stream. She's gonna rub that in my face for who knows how long. But yep, I said it. It's recorded. It's on record. Like to keep her happy. Most days. I'll give it that caveat. You know what? We're going to take the upper path again, because that seemed to not be a bad thing. Oh, go away. Damn debris. Good, recharge the shield. That's what I need. Oh, now I gotta take out this thing again. Oh, I lost the shield. Ooh, a blade. Hello. And goodbye. That's alright. I think there might be another claw down here. Yep, there it is. Alright, at least going into the boss with a claw, so I can at least use the upgraded laser beams to attempt to take it out. Do my absolute best not to lose it. And there it goes. Alright, time to bring out the snake. Try and not get hit by all the debris, which I just did. So now I'm down to my twin shot. I just need this thing to stand up and go. There we go. Go into phase 2 because it is much easier fighting it this way. Because as long as you shoot down its laser beams, it's pretty much smooth sailing. Ooh, almost missed a bit there. Oh, now it's going into giant fireballs, so I must be making it angry. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Had some of those lasers get through. That was unfortunate. But at least I made it farther and got a higher score. So I will take that. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it here. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. It is always a pleasure to see people in stream being entertained, hopefully. Let me see who is still on. Oh, you know what? I know who we're gonna raid. So I've been following them on Twitter for a little while. They go by Querdcast. They're actually playing Dwarf Romantic right now, which is the craze in board game Twitter right now. But I have meant to check out their stream. I haven't had a chance to, but we're gonna raid and show them some love. So in the meantime. If you want to stick around, please do. If not, I will be back on Friday afternoon where I will be starting Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace. I've heard not so good things about it, but I like to judge a game for myself before I kind of pass judgment on it. But it was originally supposed to be a Mansions of Madness game, and they changed it to Arkham Horror like halfway through its development. So I'm hoping that'll be fun. So I'll start that on Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. In the meantime, stick around for the raid. If not, I will see everybody on Friday. Take care.